Hi, I'm Joan McDonald, Director of Religious Education at United First Parish Church in Quincy, Massachusetts. Today, I've selected a chalice lighting that is in celebration of Thanksgiving. So I have my chalice and the candle, and the chalice lighting goes like this. For daylight and darkness, for sunshine and rain, for the earth and all people, we offer deep thanksgiving. We kindle this light in celebration of the life that we share together. We will share our covenant, the agreement that members and friends of United First Parish Church, what they say on Sunday mornings when we gather virtually or in person. And it's a covenant and an agreement about how we want to be together and how we want to be in the world. So our covenant goes like this. As a free fellowship of this historic church, we unite to lift our hearts and open our minds to a larger reality, to accept, support, and encourage one another, to seek the wisdom in all religions, to cherish and sustain the web of life, and to strive for justice, compassion, and peace. So I'm going to share a meditation with you today. And what you want to have with you before we start is if you can ask your mom, dad, or grandma, grandpa, whoever your special person is, to have maybe a little clementine orange, or I have a container with with raisins, which I happen to like. And if you don't have any of those, maybe you have an apple or some nuts or a carrot, whatever you like to eat. And so we will be doing that. So if you get one of those things, or even two, like I've got orange and raisins. But before we start our meditation, we usually kind of find a nice place to sit. And whether your bottom is on the floor or maybe you're sitting in a chair, you just get comfortable. We're going to ring the chime. I haven't done this in a while, so that's going to get us ready. And if you take a deep breath in through your nose and let it out through your mouth, do it again. One more time. And then if you pick up your orange or your raisins, we're going to be doing a meditation that's called Thanking the Farmer. So if you pick up your piece of fruit or your nut or your vegetable and just kind of take a look at it. And before we eat it, we want to think about where this came from. Where do you get clementine oranges from? Where do you get raisins? They obviously grow. These grow on trees, right? These raisins were once grapes. They grew on vines. So if you think about where it comes from, and if you think about it, how does it grow? Because these were alive, and now they're feeding us their fruits. So where does it come from? First, it comes from, obviously, a seed was planted in the soil. So we have soil. So maybe we want to say thank you to the soil. Thank you to the worms who helped nourish the soil. Thank you to the worms. Maybe you want to say thank you to the sun for shining on the vines or the tree or the plant. So thank you, sun. Thank you, rain, for watering the plants so that they grow healthy and nice and juicy. Thank the farmer who maybe has planted the seeds. Maybe he or she planted the seeds a long time ago, right? Because to get a big tree to bear fruit, it takes a few years, or even a vine to bear grapes, which become raisins. And the farmer has to do a lot of work. So she might plant the seeds, tend to the soil, so making sure that there are no weeds. Maybe they fertilize the soil, or they take care of the plants when at night it gets really cold and they have to make sure that the fruit or the doesn't freeze on the vine or the tree. And so you might end up staying all night long outside, like spraying water over your plants or the trees to stop the frost from hurting them. So you want to thank the farmer for doing all of that hard work. And then when you think about it, somebody has to pick these, and maybe the farmer can't do it all by themselves. So they hire workers who come in and they pick the fruits, and they pick them, and it's very hard work. And they put them in boxes and they truck them to the barn, and maybe they sort through them so that only the good grapes are going to be turned into raisins, and only the nice fruit is going to go to the store. So the workers do a lot of hard work to bring the fruit to you. And then the truck comes, and the truck comes with a truck driver, and they have their truck filled up with the fruits, and they drive their truck along a road till it gets to the store. So we can say, thank you, truck drivers, for doing all that hard work of driving this orange, maybe from California all the way to Massachusetts, where we live. The same with the grapes. Typically, I think grapes come from California, and that's where the raisins come from. And in this case, the raisins would be dried before they get into the truck. So we're going to thank the truck driver for bringing this food to the store or to the market where we buy it. We want to thank how did the truck driver get there? They drove a truck. So thank the maker of the truck, because you need to have the truck to carry it across the country. Thank whoever built the roads and keeps them maintained and safe. Thank you, all those people who help make the trek of the fruit from one part of the country to the other side to bring us food. Thank the grocery store person. That could be the clerk who puts the food on the shelves, or the vegetables and fruits in the bins, the cashier who checks you out. Sometimes you have somebody who carries your groceries out to your car, so you would want to thank them too. So all of those things come or are part of the reason why you have this beautiful piece of fruit or these raisins to eat, or nuts or carrots or whatever it is that you have. And so you think about that, and then maybe you want to look at this and say, it's kind of a funny looking dried up thing. What does it smell like? It's a sweet smell to it. If I opened this orange, the clementine orange smells really good. And it actually makes the room smell good because the oil from the orange skin kind of flies out. So then you want to take a piece of the fruit. Maybe you have an apple or a raisin or a carrot or whatever. Smell it. What does it smell like? How does that smell make you feel? This makes me feel really good. And then you put it in your mouth. And before you chew it up, what does it taste like? It's a little cold because this came out of the fridge. It's sweet and juicy. What does it taste like to you? And how does it make your mouth feel and your tongue feel? My tongue feels very happy because I've been eating this. So as we end our meditation, and if you think about Thanksgiving time, it's a time to be thankful about things. So maybe when you're sitting down to your next meal, you think about something on your plate and think of all the people and the things that help make that possible. Because sometimes it even might be a wild, I want to say sometimes like a bird will have eaten some fruit, but they drop the seed and the seed grows. And then you've got a plant that you can pick apples or oranges from, or even grapes or raisins, which would be great. But if we take this time to be thankful about the food that we eat and how it gets to our house, that's something that we can be appreciative of, and thank the farmer who helped make this raisin possible, that helps feed me. And as we take another breath in and out, and we do 2 more of those while I ring the chime. So, what are you going to be thankful for this week? Maybe during your Thanksgiving dinner. Maybe you have a very small family dinner because of the pandemic. A lot of people are being careful, and maybe it's only a small family. So maybe it's just your mom and your dad and yourself. If you live with your grandma or grandpa, then that would be the case. But when you're sitting around the table, what do you think that you'd like to share about being thankful for? So this year, I think I'm thankful that my dog Chloe is feeling better. She's been sick for quite a while, and she's feeling so much better now. So that really makes me thankful. I'm also thankful that I have a great job. Actually, I have 2 great jobs, and they help me live in a place. So I have an apartment, I have a car, so I can get to work. I'm able to buy food and feed myself. I'm thankful for my family. That's another good one. For my brother and sister, who maybe I don't see very often. For my 3 daughters, who I really like, really love a lot, and I miss when they're not around. I'm thankful for the people who help me, and I'm thankful for you for watching my children's chapels. And I hope that I will see you all again soon. And have a good Thanksgiving. And next time you eat something, whether it's an orange or a raisin or a nut, think about where it came from, and who you thank for making sure that it gets to you nice and fresh and smelling good and tasting delicious. So that is our time together this week, and I will see you next time. Bye.